Chapter 10. I went straight from the hospital to my dad's hotel. Everyone decided I needed rest, but I didn't. What I needed was some answers. What was happening to me? The hotel room was on the 22nd floor. Imagine what happened if I suddenly morphed an elephant again. I crashed down through 22 floors. What was happening to me? I kept checking my hands and feet to see if I was still human. I need to talk to someone who understood, someone I could really talk to. My dad was great, but kept talking about how the floor shouldn't just fall in. After all, the house is only 10 years old, and while they were at it, why didn't the zoo make the railings hire people and keep falling in with crocodiles? I hadn't fallen in. The floor definitely didn't just collapse. I morphed an animal that weighed more than a couple pickup trucks. Houses aren't made for elephants. I wanted to call Cassie and talk to her on the phone. But we had a strict rule about that. You never know who's listening in, so just have to wait. Instead, I called for room service. I like a salad with poppy seed dressing, and I like a cheeseburger with fries and cherry pie a la mode, and cancel a salad. I didn't care about eating healthy. I didn't care about fat. I was hungry. I've been a long, bad day. I deserve some grease and sugar. And do you make milkshakes? Chocolate milkshakes? Oh god, I want a chocolate milkshake so badly right now. Now she's actually said, I really want a chocolate milkshake. Why? Why did I have to read that? I used the remote control run for some pay-per-view choices. It's nothing but martial arts movie, crimes movies, action-adventure movies, so I needed a nice calm romance. My life is actually an adventure movie. The phone rings, so I have to be a room service guy checking in. Yes? Are you alone? It's Cassie's voice, in her class for relief. I didn't even realize how incredibly tense it was. I'm so glad it's you. Yeah, my dad's gone at least for a couple hours. Did your door open? I got up and checked. The door's so easily. Yeah, you coming up? Got you 5 minutes. Flick the lights a couple times to know which window is you. I spent 5 minutes calling down to room service and ordering a salad again, another piece of pie for Cassie. I was expecting here, but I still saw when a great horned owl came flying in through a window. All clear? Yeah, but hurry up, the room service is coming. More reason they're pretty to watch not the most horrible thing in the world if you're expecting it. That's just what happened for the first time. I promise she'd run screen like a lunatic. Especially some morphs. Yeah, Rachel's pretty active. I don't think she has to worry about that too much. Plus, you know, she had a house fall in. I think she can afford to cheat a little, so to speak. Especially some morphs. Trust me, you don't ever want to see a person become a fly or spider. You think you've seen scary stuff on TV or in horror movies? Nah. Watch your friend turn into a bug. That'll fill your dreams for a few weeks. But if anyone can make it totally non-violent, it's Cassie. She has a talent, a natural ability. She looked almost normal as the feathers shrank into her skin disappeared. It didn't seem too bizarre and her own legs grew huge and tall for an owl's short and deadly talons. Is her head to change last? Cassie had the ability to do that, so control the order of how things morph. I can't even ever come close. Even I can't do that. Finally, big allies can Cassie's own deep eyes. Incidentally, when I always picture Cassie morphing and describe her doing it elegantly, I always imagine like, it looks like that Brother Bear movie where he turns the bear and stuff, and there's like these shimmering lights as he slowly shifts into it like, just smoothly. That's how what I imagine it looks like. Whereas in everyone else morphs, I imagine things just sort of turn to an amorphous mass as a new body forms from it or whatever. Then I came and knocked on the door. I held my hand to calm Cassie. It's just room service. You like pie, right? The waiter wheeled a small table in the room was loaded with my burger, Cassie's salad, and 2 pieces of pie and my milkshake. I tried to check in and add a tip. You see, I visited my dad in hotels before. I knew the routine pretty well. Cassie laughed and waiter gone. You're gonna have to be rich when you grow up, Rachel. I mean, this is all so natural. You fit right in. I grinned. I have a natural talent for spending money. What can I say? It's my burden to bear. Cassie got serious. Okay, talk to me. What happened? What, you don't believe the floor of my bedroom just happened to fall in? Shook her head. No. I took a bite by my burger and chewed. I think I must have fell asleep. I was clicking around the website. Suddenly I was morphing into a big crocodile from today. I shook another bite. You just started morphing? Yeah, I mean, I thought I was awake, but I must have been dreaming. Uh-huh. I dream all the time, but I never morphed in my sleep. I didn't want to dismiss the possibility as a dream to cause me morph. The alternative, just out of control, was worse. Are you gonna eat that salad? It costs like $10. We all had nightmares and stuff, but now I started morphing from it. She didn't her salad, but she was watching me. I concentrated on her. What can I say? Must be what happened. Must have had a nightmare. Be honest. And you morphed a croc and made the floor fill in. I just shifted nervously. Okay, look, is actually an elephant morph? See, I think what happens is maybe I just dreamed a part out and morphed into a crocodile, and I went straight to another morph, and then I woke up as an elephant. Cassie looked me down for play, she was embarrassed. Rachel? It's me, okay? Me. Cassie. Your friend. I know you're not telling the truth. That could have up my appetite and put the burger down. Okay, look, I don't know what happened. All right, I was online, getting kind of loggy the way you do on a staring at the computer screen. All of a sudden, I was turned into a crocodile. We had talked to Axe about this and maybe it's a normal thing that happens. It better not just be something that happens. I killed Jordan and Sarah. It's just I'm lucky I was in the living room, not the kitchen. She nodded. Yeah, well, and he talked to Axe. I reached across the table and shook her hand. But not Jake, okay? He'll get all responsible. He won't let me do anything. He'll tell me to stay home. That's what you should do. No, what I need to do is stay focused. The more focused I am, less likely that'll happen again. I'm not going to let it happen. I really hope that was true. I picked up my burger. Cassie stared at me for a while, started picking her salad again. Okay, but we talked to Axe. Deal. By the way, it turns out Jeremy Jason McColl's already in town. What? She nodded and smiled. It was on entertainment tonight. He's staying at a big yacht owned by some movie producer. He's out in the bay right now. When you figure out he's a controller, and I said, I asked Jordan what he'd do if she thought of some way to get close to Jeremy Jason McColl. She said she basically walked barefoot over broken glass. Head pats, thank you. I'm not surprised, she said. A year ago, I probably would have been right behind her. She grinned quickly. Love's a powerful force. I tried my burger again. So we're gonna go see him at the yacht? The movie producer guy could be a controller. That's what Jake and Marco and Tobias and Axe already talked about. We thought tomorrow after school we'd go out there and look. Jake and Marco, all of them going too? Somehow they don't seem to exactly trust you and me alone with Jeremy Jason. On a yacht, huh? You're probably lying out in a bathing suit. Chapter 11. I woke up approximately 50 times during the night, kept having to check to make sure I was still human. I had some seriously odd dreams, and one of more than Jeremy Jason got fly eyes. Not a good night's sleep. My dad came in the next room at 4 in the morning and tell me I woke up and talking in my sleep, yelling crocodile and alligator, he said. Fortunately, his figure stressed the insane day I had, and he was right, but he didn't know the half of it. I took a taxi from a hotel to school. It'd be taking the bus for sure. Maybe Cassie's right. Maybe I'll have to be rich when I grow up. First couple of periods, I'd put with kids saying brilliant things like, hey, it's Crocodile Dundee, and stay with me, you'll make the school fall down. There are people actually jealous. I actually think you're cool just because you know you got killed twice in one day, one girl said. Yeah, that's right, later just real cool, I'm gonna jump off a cliff. By the time lunch was over, most people got a mess I didn't want to talk about it. That's why I called the assistant principal's office, Chapman's office. I guess I should explain, he's one of them. A hiring controller, one of the leaders of sharing. He once came very close to having me killed, not that they knew it was me, but still I kind of resented that. I walked into the hallway, clutching my hall pass, wondering if I was going to escape if he was waiting for a bunch of Harbinger warriors. Rachel, come in, have a seat. You look perfectly normal, little bald but normal. That's the problem with controllers, they don't look any different. What's this about, Mr. Chapman? Asked nervously. He's playing a role of a normal kid who gets called to the principal's office. A pretty easy act nervous. He would hand dismissively. I just want to talk to the big celebrity. I sat down and stayed tense and raised screen action. Did he suspect I figured I hadn't just fallen in the pit? I figured I was the crocodile carried a boy's safety? I was dead me if he had. There's play we got a group of anti bands. See, and you're never getting attacked by where people can morph. And there occurs in that humans can do that too. If they knew the truth, well, there's a good reason to keep the truth a secret. So, yesterday's quiet day for you. Yes, sir. You're very lucky twice. I guess so. I guess the way I look at it is I was unlucky twice. You know, like I said something deep. No injuries? No. Amazing. The narrows I stared hard. Rachel, your grades had dropped a lot this last semester. Not a lot. But your teachers think you're not applying yourself the way you used to. I still have an A average. Barely. I scored my seat. It's insane. Once you're being interrogated by dangerous controllers despite not true, and just being lectured by grades by assistant principal. Has anything changed in your life lately? I swallowed my tongue. Had anything changed? Like, for example, getting the power of morph by a dying alien? Nope, no big changes. He smiled understandingly. Your parents got divorced, didn't they? Didn't your father move away? I tried to look relieved, but I definitely sighed. Oh, yeah, that. Maybe that's my grades down a little. Must be it. You know, the trauma and all. I felt my feet itching. A strange thing I noticed right then, and Chapman stared like I was some mystery trying to understand, but it's definitely itching. I was feeling flushed and warm all over. Well, as you may or may not know, Rachel, I'm a local head of a wonderful group called The Sharing. And that's when my heart stopped beating. Chapter 12. My heart missed about 4 beats, so I started up again, going 100 miles an hour. So I tried to not let my adrenaline rush over all of me. Get ready, tell us, so get ready. Now I think we offer some help to some kids who have been going through a bad time. We have an awful lot of fun. Camp outs, bonfire barbecues on the beach. Just a month or so back, made a big water skiing trip over to a mountain lake. I could have said, yeah, I know, we were there too, but not exactly in human shape. I said, that sounds like fun. It is, he said in total sincerity. And a lot of our members are kids who come from troubled homes, kids with problems, but also kids who want to make a life better. Hopeful, optimistic kids. And I saw you handling stuff so well in the news last night. I thought, you know, I should offer Rachel this opportunity. She's the kind of person who could really benefit from the sharing. I had to look on TV. Very self-possessed, very attractive and mature. Cool. But I have to wonder at the same time, maybe you don't have some problems in your life. I mean, the stories I say you fell into the pits. Hold on breath. Here it comes. He suspects. But I don't believe in accidents. I have to wonder if maybe you have some problems that made you, shall we say, get careless. I barked out a laugh and I saw myself. He thought I was suicidal. You think I saw it for the floor of my house too? Good grief. That's why he's trying to recruit me. He thought I was oppressed or whatever. A perfect crew for his little control organization. Yeah, right. Where do I sign up? There'd be a special discount for Animorphs? I should have. No, really. I'm very happy. Once again, I'm feeling my pins and needles of warmth washing over me. I shifted my feet. They're feeling familiar. Oh no. Oh no. My feet. Oh, down I took every ounce of self-control not to keep the look of horror from my face. My feet were swelling, growing thick, shaggy brown fur. They were swelling and straining my toes. The laces were strained tight. I know you say everything's fine, Rachel, but snap. He frowned. What was that? Snap. Nothing, I said. I was saying pop. My laces was snapping pressure. Straight ahead. No? Anyways, I was saying, Rachel, are you listening? I wasn't. I was busy trying to see if any of parts of me turned to a grizzly bear, because that was what it was. I've seen those feet before. They were bare feet. And without those shoes, she's definitely going to have bare feet. That was bad. Yes, I'm listening very closely. Please, no way, I can't morph here. Not in Chapman's office. I focused, I concentrated, demorph. He's kept drawing on about the sharing, all while my shoes were torn to ribbons. And my legs and knees now grew shaggy with long, rough brown fur. And the rough nails grew where my toes had been. Anyway, Chapman says something nice to watch. I've been going on. You need to get back to class. What? Just think about it, Rachel. Just go back to class. No dawdling. I gulp. What can I do? I bent over quickly, stuck the torn rest of my shoes in my backpack. My feet were like huge fur boots. In fact, I stood over a door, paused my hand and nodded, turned back, saw Chapman staring at my feet. Oh, you like my new boots? He smiled. The things you kids wear. Yeah, I guess I'm just a fashion victim. I get out there fast. By the time any of the girls through my feet returned normal, I walked barefoot over to the gym and got my gym shoes. I was shaking more than I ever had from following the crocodiles the day before. After all, a crocodile can only kill you. Chapman's a yerk, and maybe things make death seem easy. Chapter 13. I meant to ask my little problem. I promised Cassie I would, but right after school we had the mission, and if I brought up dinner, it would make me stay home. Maybe that would have been a smart thing to do, but it seemed to me that the sudden surprise morphing had only occurred twice. The first time being a catastrophe, the second time only my feet had changed. Obviously, wherever was the matter with me, I was getting better. Probably would never happen again. Probably. Anyway, I called my dad on the cell phone when I got out of school. Daddy, you in a meeting or something? No, I'm outside the courthouse waiting for this man supposed to be interviewing. What's up, are you okay? Yeah, I haven't fallen anything or had any buildings collapse. Just wanted to let you know I'll be hanging with Cassie. Probably at the mall or library or something. Okay, well, make sure you're back at the hotel by 6, alright? I want to have dinner with you. Say a cab. Do you have enough money? Yeah, I'll see you for dinner. Then I'll call out work, get her voicemail, and left a basic message. It's how easy lying become for me. I guess a lot of kids lie occasionally, but I do it too much. Someday I'll be able to tell everyone the truth, and that'll be a relief. Anyway, I'll supposed to be up in the air above the beach. That was the plan, except for acts of advice of perfect Morse. All except acts of advice of perfect Morse to the occasion was one I hadn't used in a while. The trick part was to find a safe place to morph. I had for a stand by the trees behind an athletic field. Unfortunately, kids went there sometimes I couldn't risk being seen. Fortunately, device had helped. Rachel, if you can hear me, scratch your head. I didn't catch out of the sky. I spotted a red log outlining against a fluffy white cloud. There are 3 people in the sand in the woods were walking away. They'll be gone by the time you get there. I couldn't answer because you only make thoughts speak when you're in morph, but I trusted Tobias totally. Hog eyes were 10 times better than human ones. Tobias had told me how many mice and rats and skunks and toads and squirrels I stand in the woods, let alone how many big clunky noisy humans there are. I walked quickly into trees and there's a ton of trash, soda cans and chip wrappers and McDonald's bags. I laughed because for a morph I was going to, this would have been like a perfect world. You're so clear, 4 guys heading toward you from school, but you're out here before they arrive. I nodded and focused on the morph. I tried not to focus on morphing gotten very weird for me, like it was normal the rest of the time. I ran to shrink quickly. Pine needles and dead leaves and beer cans store trash came rushing up. Shrinking is as much like falling. You don't think, oh, I'm getting small. You think, oh, I'm falling. You fall and fall, but somehow you never land. Just like that can started off seeming as big as your foot became as big as half your body. And McDonald's bag you have stepped on is now so large you can crawl inside it. Leaves smaller in your hair now as big as his little bathroom rugs. As I shrink, I found my flesh turning white as snow, white as paper, and then when I was a creepy, shrinking ghost, the feather began to appear. There are tiny, close, delicate feathers, much smaller than the owl or eagle morphs I use. My teeth melded together and forced those outward to form a single horn-like protrusion. It pushed and split horizontally, creating a hooked beak. I spread my arms wide and saw they were already wings. Saw the broad, powerful wings of an eagle, shorter, narrower, more acrobatic wings. I came to a bird that's never endangered, the bird that lives on all 7 continents. The bird that seems to thrive in every environment, the mighty seagull. Eater of fish, french fries, melted candy, eggs, Burger King Whoppers, popcorn, beef jerky, pickle slices, and maraschino cherries, cheese puffs, burritos, and basically anything else ever invented. The king of scavengers, lord of the trash. I thought my wings took to the sky, flew hard and rose a treetop level, and below me the beauty of the world revealed my alert seagull vision. Food was everywhere. Everywhere humans threw garbage was a restaurant for me. The dumpster behind the school, the parking lot, the convenience store, I saw it all. I spotted every blown candy wrapper, noted every single bit of roadkill. Other birds had to kill to eat, others had a narrow, cramped environmental niche with just one or two has acceptable food. But not me. I could live on junk food and garbage. And that's why the skies are filled, my brothers and sisters. Saw them everywhere, always near the ground. I was on the lookout for the next breadcrumb. Above me I spotted a dangerous form, the silhouette of a bird of prey, but I wasn't too worried. He's high up and I was fast and agile. I laughed hard and flew fast, zooming like a wobbly rag rocket above the tree crowds, over the roofs, fleeing through telephone wires, skimming easily over lawns and yards and gardens. Enjoying yourself, Rachel. What the? Hello? Hello in there, Rachel. You're not following no more, are you? Took a few seconds for me to track. The voice is Tobias. Tobias is human. So am I. Oh, hello. Wake up, Rachel. Sorry, I can caught in the seagull's head there for a minute. I wasn't prepared. No more before, but I wasn't on guard. It's a little embarrassing. The first 2 morphs are hard to control. I mean, when more crocodiles like was prepared, it was I chopped that kid still. But I've done the seagull before. I shouldn't have any difficulty. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine, alright. I just wish you would stop asking how I am. I'm fine. This wasn't related to uncontrolled morphing, just a minor thing. I lost concentration. Nothing to worry about, I told myself. You know your way to the beach? Of course I know the way to the beach. It's so mad for no reason. Okay, see you there. Tobias peeled off and I flew on. One tiny seagull knew how to find the beach, but wasn't a happy little seagull. Something was wrong with me and it wasn't going away. Chapter 14. We met high above the beach, 4 seagulls looking totally normal among hundreds of others, and higher up playing a third was a red-tailed hawk and a harrier. The harrier's axe, he never acquired a seagull. You know, the Animorphs is the type of hawk about the same size as Tobias. Okay, everyone up for this, Jake asked. He's one of the wheeling screen seagulls around, but I couldn't be sure which. Let's do it, I said. That's what I almost always say to start a mission. Everyone expected me to say that. The truth was I felt nervous and worried and totally unsure, but people expected me to be all gung-ho. If I hadn't been, they known something was wrong. What a shock, Marco said sarcastically. Mighty Xena's ready to go. Someone alert the media, it's a major story. Oh, shut up, Marco. Okay, we'll fly out and find a yacht to figure out how to proceed from there, Jake said, right? If we can find a yacht at all, Marco said. No problem there. It's out there maybe 3 miles heading southeast. There are 3 people on deck. I can't see their faces. Hawk vision, boys and girls. You say I'll stick dumpster diving. I'll take care of long-range spying. You sure it's right? The right boat? Jake asked. The Daybreeze, right? There's no way you can read the name of a boat that's 3 miles out, Marco says. I've been in Austria. Remember, your eyes are good, but you're not Superman. Busted. I can't read the whole name, but I can see the D. That's a good guess, but I'm being said I'm wussy boy actor. Good enough, I said. Let's take a closer look. It's all the usual banner before we go on a mission. Felt good to be doing something. Action is better than sitting around waiting to see him morph out of control. I was still looking forward to actually seeing Jeremy Jason McCall. There's still a possibility we could rescue him or something. So I said, I better bail on you guys. Not good over water. No thermals. Axe's hair is too weak too, but you can always morph something else and I can swim back. I can't. We say goodbye to Tobias. I know he hates not being able to go with us. He feels like he's not doing enough, I guess. Which is stupid because really no one does more than Tobias. And no one paid a higher price. We flapped away, slowly emerging from a dogfight of seagulls in the sky. We crossed the line from sand to surf. And we kept going over our green water and over deeper blue. There's a breeze blowing against us, so a struggle making headway, but that's what seagulls are built to do. The brain knows swayed every lull in the breeze, and the body is almost tireless. Axe's hair is having a harder time. Hawks are made for soaring or swooping down. They're great at riding thermals to make Billy updrafts. They aren't distance flyers. They can't flap endlessly. But they still have better long-range vision than we did. I can see the boat clearly now, Axe announced. He didn't complain but sounded tired. I can read the name Daybreeze very clearly. They're now 4 humans. 2 older males, 1 female of medium age, and 1 juvenile male. Is it Jeremy Jason? Cassie said slyly. Has to be, I said. Does he have brownish blonde hair and really big eyes? And full lips like Brad Pitt's? Gugh, Marco, of course. The hair and eyes are correct. I can't evaluate lips, though. How large would it be Brad Pitt lips? And that Montana Brad Pitt's lips filled the entire screen, Marco said. In fact, I hear some people were crushed to death by his lips. But they're fake, Marco mud. You know how they inject, like, butt fat in the lips, make them all puffy? And so how do you see her such jealousy? Don't you agree, Cassie? It's sad, Rachel. Terribly sad. This is the worst mission you've been on, Marco said. I mean, I've been scared before. Hey, I've been horrified, screaming one to wet myself terrified, but I'm used to that. This is the first time I just wanted to throw up. Rachel, I don't think you're capable of normal human affection, let alone this stupid hero worship. Say it, brother, Jake agreed. I think he's kidding, but I couldn't be sure. And Cassie, Marco, I thought you only care about animals like skunks and snakes. And Jake. Okay, let's get back to business now, Jake said quickly. He gets embarrassed anytime anyone mentions his feelings for Cassie. You're practically caught up with the yachts. Actually, I think you need to peel off. Change your more, stay close to the water. Yes, Prince Jake. Don't call me Prince. Yes, Prince Jake. It always makes me laugh. Marco and I are going close, land above like ordinary seagulls, see what we over here. Rachel and Cassie, you stay back. You can be back up. Stay. Yeah, right, Jared. You and Marco go. Me and Cassie stay away. That's what's gonna happen. Come on, Cassie, we're going in. I fly hard, pull open Jake and Marco. Axe gratefully peeled off, stormed back and away on the breeze. Yacht was very large. I didn't know how big it was. Big enough for the 4 people lounging after could play a game of volleyball if they felt like it. I mean, it's on some little motorboats. Cassie moved behind the boat. Below us, propellers are trained to sea turquoise and white. Just have to see 4 people. One was a mood producer wearing shorts and an open t-shirt. I see him on CNN. There was a man who stood with his back to us. The third person was a woman in a bikini. She was young and pretty. And the fourth person, yes, no mistaking that hair, the face, the lips. It's him, Cassie said. Oh, yes, I agreed. Jeremy Jason McCall, star of Powerhouse. He's the star if you regard like a mean guy who played his father. Jeremy Jason McCall had already appeared in basically every fanzine published in the last 5 years. Most of which your Cassie I read. His favorite color is crimson, Cassie said. It's so cool, he didn't just say red, he said crimson. Psh. He's born in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He has 2 sisters named Jessica and Masson. Nice chest, nice legs. Let's get closer, I said. Good grief. We flapped on ourselves in a sweet pocket of air. The boat carried its own breeze, sort of carried us along. We barely had to flap our wings. We just sort of hang in the air over the back end of the boat. We hung there enjoying the view from 10 feet above Jerry and Jason McCall. We listened to conversation with actor, producer, and 2 other people. And that's when I fell out of love with the incredibly cute Jeremy Jason McCall. She got the fangirl for a few minutes and now it's over. Chapter 15. The wind carried some of what they said away. The noise of the churning water and big engines wiped out some of it, but we heard enough. Cassie and I, too much. Don't want to be on the losing side of this, Jeremy producer was saying. Face it, your TV career is over. It's not over as long as me and teenage in love with me, Jeremy said. All I'm saying is big changes are coming. Big changes like has ever seen before, okay? Now, my company is part of the New Order. You do business, parts in movies, serious parts, let you move beyond teenage roles. He laughed. That'd be nice. I'm sick to death of dopey sending me love letters and mobbing me for autographs. See, that's the problem I have with your offer. You have me still. I'm sick of being Mr. Goody Good all the time. The Iron Man that wanted to stand his back to us step forward. He barely flicked a finger and Booster backed away. The woman in the bikini narrowed her eyes and shrink back in her chair. Let's stop wasting time, the man said. We've been talking yesterday. Better things to do. I can give you thing you want. Everything. Money, power. But first you have to agree on my... They are simple. You become one of us, and then you take on this, bringing the sharing. In exchange, anything and everything your heart desires. Jerry Jason sat silently as the man spoke. The man scared him, that was clear. When he did speak, it was a low, strained voice. And if I say no? You won't say no, the man said. He turned and I saw his face, saw his icy smile and cold, dead eyes. I've seen him before just briefly, but once is enough. Visitor 3, Cassie hissed. The visitor is a human morph, but it was him. And having recognized that the sun had gone out of the sky, I felt darkness reaching out from him, darkness that clutched my heart. Visitor 3, the leader of the Yeerk invasion of Earth, the only Yeerk ever to take control of an Analite body, the only Yeerk with the Analite morphing power. This evil creature who murdered Axis Brother Evangorn's face sat terrified and helpless. He smiled his icy, fake human smile for Jeremy Jason. You're ambitious. You want so much more than you'll ever get without my help. Suddenly Jeremy Jason laughed. I guess you see through me. He stood up to face the frightening man. I'll let you perform this procedure. Make me a major movie star. Deal? The cold smile returned. Deal. He can't possibly know what that means, Cassie cried. They tricked him. Yeah, but you know what? He wouldn't be falling for it unless he's a creep. I don't care, Cassie. We can't let him make him a controller. No, I'll have to try and save him, I agree, but now I wonder if he's worth it. I felt sick inside. I knew it'd be dumb to crush some actor you only know from TV. It was nice, normal kind of dumb. I didn't have much normal in my life these days. Let's get back to what Jake and Marco said. Man, this guy's ragus over this. Jerry Jason's ready to become a voluntary controller. It's disgusting. I banked sharply away, caught the head again, and realized it was getting lower. Very quickly, I thought to her. Rachel, what are you doing? Cassie yelled. I don't know, I can't seem to fly. Oh no, you're morphing, Rachel, stop. My wings are being in the air, but I just kept falling, and that's all the reason was right in front of my face, literally. I saw a small hooked piece so big it should be as something long and gray was growing. I'm growing a trunk, I cried. From a position 100 yards on a boat, Marco and Jake spotted a disaster I'm making. Rachel, what are you doing? Jake yelled. I can't stop, I'm morphing. The trunk was not half full long, my wings were not even close to powerful. If I fell, I hit the water with a splash. But not for a call, glimpse of his free, seeing the back rail of the boat. He's staring right at his dead, evil eyes. Hit the water and kept going. The elephant morph seemed to be speeding up. I was morphing at speed like anything I'd done before. Down I sank, down its poles powered away from me. My huge leather ears were growing from my head. I felt bones grind so it became massive and thick and long. I tried to tread the water, but my legs had legs like tree trunks. The sparkling surface of water above me already looked as far away as the ocean surface of the moon. I was drowning. Rachel, morph out, Cassie cried. Ashley yelled, if you can hear me, find Rachel. Stay with her. I knew the earth couldn't reach me in time. I was falling and falling down through the water. My trunk couldn't reach air, and even as I stretched it high over my head, I was drowning an elephant's body, and all I could do was wonder why. Chapter 16. I fell down through the water down to that invisible ocean floor a mile below me. I tried to focus to find a way to demorph, but I couldn't. My mind was slipping away. As I 50 feet under, it occurred to me to see whether the elephant could swim. I mean, it seems stupid. Of course elephants can't swim, but what could I have to lose? I started running in water, my big telephone pole legs on air. Amazing how elephants can swim, but it was too late to do me much good. I was too far down, never reached air in time. I saw a flash of gray, a deadly shape in the water. I heard like I was far off a thoughtful voice saying, I see her, Prince Jake. Something almost made me laugh. A talking shark. Why was a shark talking and then panic? I began thrashing wildly. I turned the water and motored my big legs, purely trying to rise higher. I held my trunk this way and that. Panic is no better than this peaceful surrender. Rather than peaceful surrender, I was rising but too little and too late. And yet, she's demorphing. No, wait, she's not demorphing, not back to human. She's going straight to another morph. That's impossible. I know, but that's what's happening. I'm going after her, Cassie yelled. I'll dive underwater out of sight. I'll morph to human, try and morph something dolphin or run out of air. Maybe I can help her. Do it, Jake snapped. Marco, stay up top. I'm going down with Cassie. She's getting smaller at an impressive speed, the talking shark said. The talking shark was right. I was shrinking, and at a shocking speed, shrinking so fast created a little whirlpool. My massive trunk was disappearing. Massive in bulk, rather. Jake, look, Marco yelled at the man on the boat. He's morphing. I started to turn Andalite. Oh, it's him. Yeah, it's Visitor Freak. I said forgive him. We have to save Rachel. Morphing. Everyone's morphing, I thought, in a giddy, near unconscious mind. I started making a song. Oh, what fun is to morph today. Hey. Is she singing Jingle Bells? Marco demanded. Axum and Dolphin morph now, but I can't see Rachel. Where are you two? I should be able to see an elephant and a shark. She's no longer an elephant, but I can't see her at all. She's too small. What, Jake asked? We're almost there. I actually have to find her. I was slowly for a brink of unconscious. Slowly it gives my brain again to grind forward. I was underwater, but I was no longer an elephant. I could breathe and I was no longer sinking. At least I didn't feel like I couldn't be sure, because I was blind. Don't panic, Rachel, or myself, and I was easier said than done. I was blind. I can't find her. Actual frustration. These shark eyes are too weak. She is too small. I think she was morphing an insect. Insect? Slowly I took stock. I had legs. I could move them, feel them. 4 legs. No, 6. I would become an insect. I had feelers, went around, taste the air. Nothing, just my own smell. And what brain was of my own? None. No awareness, no thought. As a body of a mindless machine. There are 2 possibilities. Termite or ant. Axe, Cassie, I think she went to an Animorph. I think when an Animorph I cried, no one's smaller than it could be me. Are you okay, Cassie Cass? Are you aside from the fact of an ant trapped in an air bubble in the middle of an ocean? Yeah, aside from now, I'm great. Oh, Marcus said. Oh, what? Jake snapped. Visitor's going from Andalite form to something else. What is he morphing? I don't know, but it's big and it looks like he can swim. Can anything else go wrong? Jake yelled in frustration. Rachel, can you demorph? Can you get the human or dolphin or something useful? I don't know. I tried to calm my pancake jumbled mind, try to focus on morphing and getting human. Come on, Rachel, you can do it. So I stopped, but I had a feeling I was lying. And yeah, I felt myself growing. I felt the Princess Ruby Brawl as the air bubble. I think I see her, Cass said. No, wait, just seaweed. No, wait, again, I do see her. She's green, maybe half an inch long, but growing fast. Rachel, what are you morphing, Jake asked. Why don't you tell me? Because guess what? I don't know. Stay cool, Rachel. Cool? Hey, sorry if it's not intense, but I keep turning things I don't want to turn into. It's the crocodile, Cass said. Jake over there, this way. I can see again. Eyes just appear just in front of me. Just time for me 6 like ant. Bleh. Eyes appear just time for me to see stick-like ant legs morph into stubby green-scaled crocodile legs. I was growing at incredible speed. I could feel the water sliding over me and around me as I occupied more and more space, but at least I could see again. I wasn't drowning. The crocodile bill has the ability to hold its breath for a very long time. Above me I could see a bright sheet of the divide between air and water, and the water around me hovered 2 big gray bottlenose dolphins with green eternal dolphin grins. Cassie and Jake. I've been swimming with just 500 feet. I was missing a tiger shark. Axe, I hoped. I looked at Jake, or maybe Cassie. I guess maybe I should have mentioned this little problem morphing, huh? Oh no, it's much better to find it this way, Rachel. You know, it can get us all killed, Jake said. It's not like Jake to be sarcastic. Ah, man, Marcus said, still a seagull. I don't know if this reason now he's getting ready to dive, and you don't want to be there when he does. Let's get out where we can. Rachel, if you have any more morphing happening, tell us, alright, if you don't mind. Yell at me later, okay? Let's get some distance. I turned my long body easily and began swinging using my big crocodile tail. Jake, Cassie, and Axel turned a speed into 10 seconds. They're far ahead of me. I saw Jake stop and look back. Alligators aren't fast swimmers, are they? Crocodiles? No, I guess not. Then we heard poof. It's like a depth charge, something very large just cannonballed into the water. It's not like a depth charge, something very large just cannonballed into the water. Here he comes, Marco announced grimly. Look out for the spears, look nasty. The what? Spears? What spears? Nothing morphed into it. I can't be sure, but I think it shoots spears out of its mouth. Ah, Axe said, speaking up. It's a Lepton javelin fish. I always wanted to see one of those. I mean, you know, in a zoo or something. Well, we can't outrun it with Rachel and alligator more, Jake said. Crocodile, I said, not alligator. You guys get out of here. I'll take care of this race. It's my fault for in this mess. Yeah, right, Rachel. They went rapid fire or spread out 30 feet apart. Keep moving so I can get an easy target. Marco, use your help down there. We reach a reference time, give a rat's up as crocodile and alligator just so long as they can fight. Chapter 17. I drifted to the surface, showing just so my nostrils and eyes are above the water. I breathe out and refill my lungs with fresh air. Dolphins are the same, blowing for holes in the back of their heads and sucking in fresh air. A few seconds before I dived again, I saw Jerry Jason in the back of the boat. He had a huge, fierce grin on his face. He's pointing and laughing like a fan in a boxing match. Slinky yelled out and drifted on the breeze. Is he awesome or what? He was front of his free, just watched him shed his uniform, meld into a stolen body, and then turn to a fearsome monster. And his reaction was admiration. I felt cold fury. What kind of human being could sell his own species? Enjoy a show while you can, sneered silently. It may not end up the way you expect. I sank back down again. I saw it. Him. Visitor 3. It was a bizarre morph like nothing on Earth, that's for sure. Like a vast, bright yellow stingray. A living pancake flat and oblong. It sort of flew for the water with slowly flapping its sides. There were 2 sock-mounted eyes on top and 2 long, trailing antennae below. All along its back at its spears are lined up flat, like a fighter jet has missiles. That's how it held its spears, only they were on top, all neatly in a row facing forward. They must have been 20 of them, reach as long as a broom handle, about as thick. They had a regular striping yellow and green and bits of blue. Probably camouflaged back at its home planet, but here it seemed too gaudy and too bright. It flew through the water faster than a crocodile could ever move, but faster than dolphins or shark either. Fast, Jake agreed. Yep, probably not agile though. No, be slow to turn. I changed my mind, I said. I don't think I want to see a Lepton javelin fish. I glanced left, and Axe was holding position there. Behind him was Jake. Cassie was on my right. The javelin fish is now just 100 feet away. Can we pray I wouldn't start morphing again? And then Visitor started to swap, so inflate like a balloon. It slowed and then shoop. The spear fired from the javelin fish mouth like a rocket and landed through the water. I didn't even have time to think about dodging it. It went over my tail near the base and punched off my spine, blood billowing the water around me. My blood! I looked down, the spear was still there, piercing my scales. I do a stare. It seemed ridiculous, it just snuck right into me. Rachel! Haha, Visitor resulted. It works. I just acquired its morphin. Look how well it performs. I looked at Visitor Free, while the spear swung his back and rolled neatly into a flap, and had to swell ready to fire another. Look out! Move, move, Jake howled in her head, but I couldn't. My tail was paralyzed. I wanted to charge, but I could barely move at all. Shoop! A second spear went right for Cassie, but her dolphin was too quick. She kicked hard and the spear missed by millimeters. No, she had been hanging. See, it cut across her back, her spirit opened to flesh. I'm okay, I'm okay. She'd been lucky. If less than lower, she would have been impaled. The giant vision is still rushing us, so I went back, pale belly up. Jake, back off, get out of here. It's too fast. I slip and hope to lose him. I'm not leaving you. You'll have to. I'll play dead if he gets close enough. He has to stay for only a second longer. Split up, run for it. I'm not leaving Rachel, Cassie cried. You have to, I said, not get out of here or I'll be dead. The three flew toward us and were gliding swiftly over the water. I saw a new spear roll up in the flap. He began sucking in where he's propelled his spear. He's getting ready. You guys get out of here. Cassie, Jake, and I saw a wheel sharply way out, heading a different direction. Shoop! The spear raced after Axe. He was 100 feet away and moved at full shark speed, but it gained swiftly. Now, Axe, now, I yelled. He soared right in the spear, blew past. Thank you, Rachel, he said. Mr. hesitated. Ah, splitting up will only affect the order which I kill each of you. What I've heard human children say. Ah, yes, eeny, meeny, miny, moo. I said it's mo, you jerk. Mo, not moo. Good grief. But I had more sense than that. I just lay there hanging in the water, belly up, looking dead, and trying to feel the pain from the spear in my tail. Go after Cassie, begged silently. Go after Cassie, you disgusting creature. You went after Axie, passed too far from me, reached the same way chased Jake. Only Cassie bring him near me. He flapped his water wings. I grinned a crocodile grin. He got closer, these slowly began to swell. Larger, he grew like an overinflated balloon. And more closer and closer he came. 10 feet, 5, 2, 12 inches. Close enough. I jerked every muscle in my proper crocodile body, his head thrust forward, my head thrust forward, my jaws opened wide, and I bit down. I definitely bit. Did you know crocodiles have the most powerful jaws in the Animal Kingdom? Do you know they practically crush rocks with their jaws? I clamped that long toothy crocodile jaw down the left wing of his javelin fish, and then poof! Poosh! It was like biting into a water balloon. The javelin fish exploded. All the water sucked into the fire's next spear went bursting after the hole I made. And then javelin fish learned a whole new way to fly. It squirted wildly for the water, blasted for the surface, and arced through the air like a sick dolphin, laying far away a loud, satisfying splash. And the whole time we heard Nospeak crying, ah! I relaxed a little, then the relaxing just made me notice the pain in my tail. A dolphin came nosing up to me. It's me, Marco. I'm here to save today. Actually left. Just in time, Marco. Just in time.